Hello everyone, so in this video I'm gonna be continue on the cloud code path through this .cloud there. Before we came across CLAUDE.md as a global level and as well rules as architecture. Now I rechanged. If you want you can check the previous video. Now we're gonna be talking about skills basically, and as well hooks. Here I have the instance of Cloud Code, and actually here, for example, I opened a different Cloud AI through the browser. You can as well do through, and so for example, here it says there's no Airtable skills marketplace, those are only surface. Just I can ask for recommendation. I actually, as I mentioned before, prefer to go this rabbit hole. So here it finds some tools. Here I actually specified as plan. Good thing to note that you actually from here you can as well connect to repo. In Upstash, here actually I can install skills. Let me see if it's gonna work out. Teach your AI coding to use releases. So here I'm gonna just add plugins. I'm actually starting to add. Let me see. And the repository successfully added marketplace Upstash. So I'm gonna just return back here. Can you create few skills? I can just point to this one. Okay, here it actually gives how to install. Okay, this is how you install Upstash and skill name. Okay, let's do it slightly different. Let's just gonna add some skills. Okay, let's see how it's gonna create these skills. Sometimes I use from here, but okay, now I'm gonna use from the terminal directly. Let's actually see what Cloud Code says. Allow reading. Okay, it allows reading because initially obviously we have to read. Okay, here it found tools. Maybe from Cloud AI code I'm gonna actually install. Let me see. Accept that. It's less to accept that. I always get notifications on my phone as well. On when I prompt here on the computer. That's fun. It always lets me know. Okay, this is PR summary. It's basically to summarize changes that has been done in the particular PR. This actually can come in handy. Okay, now the next skill is coming in play. Airtable, that actually could as well come in play. For now I have just two, and I as well want to have a third one. And the third one is from Upstash directly. And in this case, because I'm specifying more skills here, like for example Airtable and so forth, right? I think these rules can actually reference these skills as well, but I have to check it through. Actually, I'm gonna make a picture and send it, because it should work out as well. So picture, go back, take the picture and draw it. Okay, it actually did read it. Have already been done. Okay, Upstash. Okay, it's a plugin, so it is a skill, but it's not listed there. Okay, the rules are enforced. Because here it as well gives different Cloud AI skill. Including Upstash. Because otherwise I can as well, for example, point to this one, use skill, yeah, and I can do like that, right, to reference, for example, this skill that was custom created to the existing Airtable script. So here is the DDD, because we have domain, we have infrastructure. See, CMD, we do have server and snapshot and config skill. Okay, here it actually does point to Airtable skill and somewhere else here as well, but not for. Okay, for trading we don't need it actually. But we have two references so far. Okay, we can see it takes some time, but it definitely is more narrowed, I would say, with skill. And like these ones, I think it's like takes a lot faster to read through rather than these vibe coding things here. If we just I guess prompt for it directly, right? Same as with architecture, but architecture usually I guess on a smaller scale. So on this one I can say, do you see my repo? And now we'll add something else. Could you possibly as well add hooks? Running go lint hook. So hooks are, I think, self-explanatory. You can have a linter hook and build hook, and maybe as well on deploy hook. I think mainly it's like really useful when it comes to cases like that, for if they're like Go linters and so forth. Yes, you can see git hooks, customize git hooks. Okay, I'm gonna plan and here it gives different kind of options. Submit, force commit message, convenience. Yes, that could be as well useful, because otherwise I guess nobody as much writes here, so to say. So it can create a custom commit message hook, what actually can be quite useful. I didn't think about it this one. Okay, I'm gonna submit these 4 and see how it's gonna proceed. Pure Go repository not biased. Okay, pre-commit hooks. Okay, git hooks, git config core, fly out build hook. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. There's capital, so I think now it actually referenced, when it comes to back to skill, the DDD approach, if I'm not mistaken. Here it is. Period was added. So you can see Cloud Code works a little bit different than Cursor. It goes left and right. Sounds fascinating the way it designs the approach. Go run. You can see position latest today is 9, so there are like few new positions. Facebook, Google, Adobe is my recent buy-in, so it is there. And about here, I'm not certain. I think we made the logic that it's gonna populate after a week of daily activity. Anyway, that is done, it seems. Let me now go back. Now, after these skills are done, now you understand how to reference it. Now I'm gonna continue on the hooks part. So I'm gonna deny and gonna ask for a prompt to be generated here that I'm gonna ask for the Cloud Code in the repo. So I rejected the push. Ask for it to generate me the prompt here that I'm gonna ask in VS Code, the Cloud Pro, as I mentioned. Here the context, quite low. I think I should actually use a lot more. Here are the rules, okay. Pre-commit hook, commit message. So it creates a message here. Okay, let me actually, I just copied this one and let me continue here. Just basically showcasing that, going a little bit back and forth rather than just relying on one Cloud Code. Because rules, as I mentioned, I have quite simplistic, right? And then like skills, and obviously this as a parent, right? Totally forgot. It's basically, but I guess works a little bit like README if I do say it myself. Here obviously I have quite simplified README, but I think you can see it a little bit like that. It's just like a README for CLAUDE.md. Okay, I have the newest Fable. Okay, it has added some hooks, I think. Okay, so that's interesting. Hooks are actually as well like SMV files. Be a real executable command because it runs deterministically outside the model. Git commit the harness run itself calling check before. If lint fails, a commit is denied with the lint output and the reason. Cloud remembers to check. Okay, that's quite interesting actually. So we have commit message. So you can see the fix commit, like, you know, to make it appropriate. Build command, auto fix, lint check based on this one, I would say. yes, and pre-push. Repositories, portfolio. So I think now actually it runs some of these pre and post commit hooks. On GitHub CI should be running now at lint job. So now if, for example, if I go back to portfolio files, feed hook, so here's a name, what has been changed. But there's actually a failure. That's interesting. Because here we added the YAML logic for it. Now I think it's rerunning it, as you can see here. But anyway, as you can see, it actually now fixed it, the lints, and there are like a lot of different changes. So basically, that's it. I think the skills are a little bit more straightforward. Because like you can just point to a particular skill as I mentioned. So for example, can you list latest changes following? Can just say skill permissions first. So now it, as you can see, it actually reads the peer summary. Here actually, if you install the extension, it showcases a lot better. What logic has changed from file to file. It reads here. Yeah, it like consolidates all of it. Here basically I can just take and read what has been changed, it seems. I think you get the gist of it.